Howdy. I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, the two rifles in front of you are two different models of Carcanos, usually erroneously called Mannlicher Carcanos. Well, Ferdinand Mannlicher did design the feeding system for this thing, but that was a licensed purchase by Italy. And the main rifle itself was designed by a fellow named Carcano. And so it should more accurately just have his name on it. Well, at least in my opinion. And a lot of other folks. This one here, the top one, is the last model of it, really. It's called the 1891/1941, or the Modello of 91/41. The bottom one is called a, what's it called? A Moschetto 1892, I do believe. The bottom one was the main cavalry and later, well, just about all-around rifle of the Italian army. This is the one they ended World War II with. And it was designed, I think, originally as a the mountain troops were supposed to have this one, but they ended up making millions of them and used them for everybody too. But in all models, they used, I don't know how many various Carcanos there were, but because I don't know, I went and bought a book. Let me show it to you. I want to get out here. This, let's get over here. That, yeah, that's there. I think that's better. This is called the what's the name? Yeah, the Carcano Rifle, the model 1891. A detailed development and production history by a fellow named Giovanni Chigoia and Alberto Simonelli, with Ralph Rietta. Italian names, they are something. But this book is one of the most concise and complete picture of the Carcano ever developed, in my opinion. This is just, I mean, it's replete with lots of color photography, and it's really good photography too. And it shows the various parts and their nomenclature and the different markings that you will find on Carcanos. And the end of the thing has an index in which you can look up your serial number and find out exactly where your model was made and when. Which, you know, this is the kind of thing that a collector would love to have, and anybody interested in the history and the way the thing is put together. And it's just a wonderful book, in my opinion. Schiffer Publishing put it out, it looks like, but it's a well-engineered rifle. I know it has some bad reputations, but those are really not. There's no reason for it. These things really work. I fired both of them. I don't have many 6.5 rounds to shoot off, but they're both pretty darn good rifles. And this shows all the accessories, all of the various, I mean, rocket launchers and stuff like that, bayonets, the whole 9 yards. I mean, it describes everything. And it's a wonderful little book. So if you're into Carcanos, I mean, take a look at this. These are all the various stock markings for the various manufacturers, you know, and the different armories. There's also a thing on the proof marks, and the thing, the serial numbers and where things came from and stuff like that, and discussion on the various clips that go with it, and the ammo. The 6.5 has some issues, but it's a flatter shooting round than the 30-06 or the 303. But it's an interesting book. It can't really be compared to the that's the marking that's on mine, or the top one. Anyway, cool book. I just picked it up. It just showed up recently, And I've only had a chance to really skim it, look through it, looked up some serial numbers, and all the markings. This top one, back here, the top one here has been reworked. The wood sanded and refinished. I figure it must have been in bad shape. I don't know if somebody locally did this or it was done in an armory, but none of the markings on the stock itself are still there. This one, I think, is from the Abyssinian campaign, and I think it came from Royal Tiger Imports, and therefore it's, well, it's in pretty bad shape. But they both shoot, and they both work rather well. The bolt on this one is in exceptional shape. The one on this one is really rough, but it works. Anyway, 2 Carcanos and a book on them. I mean, if you got 2 Carcanos, you got to have a book. And if you can't afford the 2 Carcanos, the book's a lot cheaper. Though being a gun book, it's kind of pricey. That one cost me 40 some odd dollars. Anyway, that's about what I'm up to today. Happy trails.